Families covered by the DACA program implemented by President Obama. The promise of the United States is that we are united under one banner of inclusion in support of our families, our neighbors, and our friends. Of the 1.5 million undocumented immigrants in our state, nearly 50% are eligible for these programs. They're eligible to stay in the country that they love, that they know, and that they go to school in. They're eligible to keep their families together. Our banner here says, keep American families together. Yeah. That's what they're eligible for, to keep American families together. They are our friends, they are our neighbors, and they are many of our children's classmates. They work with us every day to make our communities, our schools better. They keep our economy going, and they will one day be the future doctors, the lawyers, accountants, architects, city council members, mayor, assembly members, superintendent, as was said before. I am proud to support the efforts to protect children and keep our families together.
Thank you.
Our next lawyers and our next city council people and our next mayor, not for a couple of terms. And our next professionals. Those are the young people who will lead us into the future. And what is being proposed today by our president, by some president, is shameful. And why I love Sacramento is because we stand up and we say no when we see injustice, and our leaders are not afraid to step out and say no when they see injustice. So again, I'm proud to be here today, and I stand with everyone who's showing up for our young people, for these individuals. We need to treat them with respect, we need to treat them like human beings, and we need to treat them as the future of our country. Thank you.
The founding promise of our country is E pluribus unum. From many come one. As you look around not only our city, this state, our country, you can see many different people from all backgrounds who've worked together to build a great country that believes in treating each other with respect and is fundamentally good and aspires to fairness. This president, unfortunately, not only targeting our transgender troops, bravely serving to defend those very values while he attempts to ban them, working to criminalize additional communities of color, while California goes the other way to bring justice reform, now targets our children. These are our children. As a city, as a region, they are our people. We cannot forget that they have not broken any laws. They are trying to work to take care of themselves, their families, go to school. That is what we ask of every American, to work hard, to do right, and to treat each other with the same respect that the greatest commandment asks, which is that we love each other in the way that we would like to be loved.
Amen.
In the end, this is a moral cause and a legal cause. I believe in the end, we are right. We are standing together, and we will prevail. We will prevail in the courts, but also in the hearts and minds of the public, because this is what we need to do to protect our children. Thank you.
That's right.
Hello, everyone. Much has been said. You know, if you look back just a few generations, we're all immigrants. Excluding our native peoples, we all came to this country looking for a brighter future. I just want to say that breaking up families is wrong, and we will not stand for it.
That's why I love this city and its city council. So, our next speaker, we do have a few more, because this is important. In, 2.5 weeks on the job, this individual has already shown that he's not only going to be a great police chief, but he is a stand-up community leader in all respects. Please welcome Police Chief Daniel.
I believe in times of uncertainty, which we're in right now in regards to this issue, it's important that our community knows where their police department stands and what this means to their police department, and more importantly, maybe what it does not mean to their police department. So if you look at our mission statement is to improve, enhance the quality of life for everybody in our community. And regardless of what federal program gets changed or doesn't get changed, our mission statement doesn't change. And so we are primarily tasked with enforcing local and state laws. And to do that, we need the trust of our community, of all of our community. We need people to trust us so they will report crimes and report things that impact their community. And we are not as concerned with somebody's status as we are as concerned with how things happen in their community and their quality of life. And so what that does not mean is if somebody commits a violent crime in our community, it doesn't matter what their status is, it's our responsibility to hold them accountable to keep our community safe. So it doesn't change anything in that regard. Just to close, our police department is focused on local and state laws, local and state regulations, and what impacts our community. And that means we have to have the trust of everybody in our community. And that does not mean we need to go out and check people's status or whether DACA is here or not there. Our police department will remain the same tomorrow as it is today to ensure that our community is safe for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning. Buenos dias a todos. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you to all of our colleagues, elected officials. We are less than 48 hours away from starting our school year. It's over 40,000 students, many of whom are DACA recipients, many of whom are unprotected immigrant students, not undocumented. In fact, we have a lot of documentation on these students. They are unprotected immigrant students. We have some employees who are DACA recipients as well, and I'm here today representing a Board of Trustees, School Board Member Mai Vang, who's here with me today, to be very clear that we will welcome and we will protect every one of those students and every one of those employees. Thank you for your support. This is what makes a great city. I'm looking forward to continuing to work with all of our partners. I'm proud to be here in Sacramento, and I just am waiting for all of the support to mean something to our students. We cannot do it alone, so please stand with us starting on Thursday, August 31st. Thank you.
Yesterday, we welcomed 30,506 students back to campus. A lot of those students are DACA recipients. We are proud of them. We are proud of Sacramento. We are proud of the education that Sac State is giving them. There is no place in this city, and especially on our campus, for hate, racism, bigotry of any type. I know these kids. I sing karaoke with them at lunch. They're better than me. They are wonderful, they are brilliant, and they are the leaders. President Trump needs to learn to lead with his heart. Porque ellos tienen corazones grandes. Because they've got big hearts. And it's time for him to have a heart and to support our students. We love them all with all of our hearts. Stingers up for our DACA students.
Kids, I was brought to the United States at the age of 5, and I know no other home. I'm entering my last year at Sacramento State studying sociology and Chicana studies, and I will be the first in my family to graduate from a four-year university. As a previous DACA recipient, I cannot stress the importance and value of the continuance of this program. I was granted DACA as I was entering my first year of college, as well as the first year that I was moving away from the comfort and security of my home. As of 3 years ago today, I was granted legal permanent resident status. However, I continue to see the benefits of DACA that is brought to many of my undocumented family, friends, and students I have worked with through my different job capacities. DACA gives a peace of mind, even if temporary, and it allows for undocumented students to worry about the normal college things, like buying books, getting into the right classes, and choosing what clubs to join, instead of worrying about if they will be deported while going to class, or if they even will have a job to help finance their college experience. Undocumented students are not eligible for federal financial aid, which makes it very difficult to finance their education. With a social security number received as part of DACA, undocumented students are able to obtain a part-time job and alleviate some of this cost. Personally, DACA has helped me overcome psychological barriers that many undocumented students face, such as exclusion, isolation, and fear. With DACA, I gained a sense of confidence that allowed me to be involved on and off campus because I did not have the fear of deportation haunting me. I joined students organizations such as Mujeres Ayudando la Raza, which empower young Latinas to pursue higher education, and lead the first undocumented student club at Sacramento State. Through both organizations, I developed the voice I use today to advocate for the undocumented students that are afraid to speak up. Not only did DACA alleviate some of my fears, it also eased my single mother's fright. Having DACA, my mom didn't have to worry when I said goodbye, it would be the last goodbye she would ever say to her daughter. With DACA, I received protection from deportation, and this was crucial for my mother's health as she suffers from epileptic seizures. I'm a past beneficiary of DACA and a student advocate continuing to work with undocumented students. I have seen and continue to see the benefits DACA brings to undocumented students, as well as the benefits it brings to the larger community. I urge our elected officials to consider and support the continuance of DACA, and I encourage everyone here and who is listening as well to demand your elected officials to do the right thing. Thank you. The age of 5?
At the age of 5, okay. So, and then you went through all the school systems because obviously you're at Sac State now.
Yes. Okay. From kindergarten all the way to college now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you kind of just repeat what you said on the podium? Just kind of give me your history, please.
Well, as many other families make the journey to come to the United States to search for a better future, my family made the brave decision to come and bring me and my 2 older sisters to come to the United States and search for that. And the primary goal was for us to pursue a higher education. And we've definitely done that. My older sister is in community college. I'm in a 4-year institution. And with the help of DACA, really, that made the leeway from high school undocumented to going into college being documented. And it really provided me that peace of mind that I needed to excel in my first year of college.
And what did it provide to you in terms of your ability to participate in things on campus?
It gave me like I said, the peace of mind for me to be able to feel secure at a campus and feel not need to worry about the external things, but only focus solely on my education and what I needed to do to excel. And that was me being involved in these student leader organizations where I could advocate for more and could pursue other things of change in our community.
And at what age did you realize that you were part of DACA? Did you know? Was it 4th grade, 5th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade? Or?
I was lucky enough that my mother always told us that we were undocumented, and she made us very sure of our status so we could better prepare for the future. And so I realized it as soon as I was able to talk that I was different in some way, but not different to know that I will still have an opportunity to go to pursue a college education.
Right, and like you said on the podium, psychologically it's kind of a good thing. I mean, otherwise you would have been very uncomfortable in a lot of situations.
Yes, I have friends and many friends that don't realize they're undocumented until it becomes time to apply for financial aid. It becomes time to apply for a driver's license, and that is really a toll on them because their whole identity gets shifted, and once they're an adult, once a whole conception about them has been realized. And for me, I grew up with that identity already. I didn't have to construct it later on in my age.
What's your big concern if the Trump administration unravels DACA?
I fear for the fear that many of my friends and families will inherit having the determination of DACA. No one deserves to live in fear every day, going outside of their home, thinking that that's the last time they'll be coming back through the same door. And it's not a healthy type of lifestyle for anyone, and I choose it on not anyone.
And what's your message to Washington, D.C.?
I urge everyone in Washington, D.C., our elected officials, everyone that's working in the ground force, to really push for this. This is the right thing to do. You are not on the wrong side of history, and in the future, in the long run, you'll feel very accomplished knowing that you did the right thing by keeping DACA and overall pushing for an immigration reform.